infected. Game over.
So welcome back to another video today. Today I wanted to talk about the brand new game mode in Battlefield 4. What could this game mode be? You might be asking. Well, basically it's a zombie game mode, and before anyone starts thinking outside the box, it's nothing like say Call of Duty Zombies, Dead Island, Dead Rising, etc, etc, any other zombie based game. But I do have to say this game mode is a lot of fun. Well, actually it's not really a game mode, it's more of just a plugin. But once you join the server, also I'll leave a link to the Russian Badgers zombie server in the description below. I believe it's a US based server, so you might have to relocate to get a decent ping, but all in all this game mode is a lot of fun. Now what makes this game mode essentially a lot of fun is the fact that you've got 16 plus people on the survivor side, one person on their lonesome as the zombies to start with. Now, of course, the zombies can only knife to actually infect the other people, whereas the survivors have free will and free range over what weapon they choose. Of course, it depends on what server you join, they might have different rules. The one I was playing in, you couldn't use explosives, grenades, shotguns, frag rounds. Understandable, because you got the USAS 12 in there, so that'll be pretty overpowered. But basically, from what I've seen, the choice of weapon is an LMG. Now, what you might be thinking if you've never played this game mode is the zombie would be pretty screwed with 16 plus people shooting at him with 200 rounds in their magazine. But the fact of the matter is, the zombie has increased health, and increased to the maximum, because it takes an absolute beating to take the first person down. So it's pretty easy for him to get into the crowd and just knife somebody. Doesn't matter if he dies, as long as he infects somebody. But the thing I noticed was the zombie's health decreased the more people he infected. So the more people you have on your zombie team, the less health each person has, which is amazing. That's really quite cool to see. So basically they grow in numbers, but they lose health as they do. Now, I remember one moment when I was playing this the other day, one survivor left by himself, and everybody was the zombie. You can kind of imagine what happened. It was sort of like the film World War Z, just huge numbers of zombies chasing after this one person. It was incredible. Those moments really, I haven't actually ever seen in Battlefield 4 before. So that again really concretes why this game mode is a lot of fun. I recommend you try it if you haven't already, because it's an absolute blast to play by yourself and with friends. Now, whereas this is a lot of fun, there is a few problems. First things first, camping is a massive issue, mainly because you want to survive, so sticking with other people, you know, surviving in numbers, your chance of living is extremely increased. So camping with other people, mass camping, is definitely a thing in this game mode. So that also makes it very tricky and quite aggravating for the zombie to actually try and kill people when everybody's on a ledge just shooting LMGs at the zombie. But it's not impossible, because you always get one person, stragglers, just roaming around the map by themselves trying to shoot zombies, unaware that they're basically the Terminator. With that said though, it does provide some incentive to what could possibly happen in the future with Battlefield titles. Could we see a fully developed, more refined and balanced zombie based game mode? Because at the moment, where it's only a plugin for Battlelog, I'm not really sure if it's on consoles. It might be, I'm not really too sure, but basically it's just a plugin, so there's not really many rules you can apply except for weapon and grenade restrictions. But if this was to become a fully developed zombie based game mode, I think that'd be really quite cool. Of course, zombies has been beaten to death with Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty at this moment in time probably has the best zombie-based game mode, of course, Dead Island, probably at second and Dead Rising at third in my opinion. But as I was saying, if this game mode was to become a big thing for Battlefield, even though I think it's quite unlikely, but imagine it would be, they add a zombie-based skin, they make it black and white, maybe a film grain, add this horror-based effect to it, maybe custom maps, maybe custom apocalyptic maps for this zombie-based game mode. Of course, you'd have to keep it multiplayer because it's just a lot more fun. If it's AI, it becomes old a bit quickly, but if you add some horrifying zombie sound effects that echo through the night, I think this game mode could be super enjoyable. I think it could be very, very popular very quickly. But with that said, do let me know in the comment section below what you think of a zombie-based game mode joining the Battlefield franchise. Do you think it'd be a good thing or possibly a bad thing? Let me know down below. Nonetheless, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time.
Game over.
Hardline, that is the main topic today. I want to talk about this because quite recently, even though I can't show you by EA law, probably get taken away in a bin bag if I do, but we have two really quite exciting